to Kicking It in the Kitchen with New Cooks, episode 11. Today, we're going to roast a chicken. For this recipe, you're going to need a chicken. We're actually going to cut this in half because this is far too big for Troy and I. You're going to need a stick of butter, so I'm going to cut this in half, a lemon, and some everything seasoning. I wear gloves with poultry. Let's get working on the chicken first. You're going to pull out the bag of innards. There's lots of things you can do with this. I suggest you don't throw it away. If you don't know what to do with it yet, freeze it and I'll get back to you and tell you what to do with it later. I took some time to rinse out the cavity and then try to pat it down. So I will use this half to cook, and this half I'm going to wrap up and freeze. Okay, before I do any seasoning, I'm going to do a few things to get this prepared to cook. First of all, I'm going to separate the leg bone so that it's easily cut once I've baked it. I'm going to tuck this wing underneath so that it doesn't burn. And I'm going to separate the skin from the meat so that I can create a pocket for both the leg and the breast. Just reach under there and separate the skin from the meat. Same thing with the breast. Just reach in there and create a pocket. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to take a whole stick of butter and I'm going to melt it down in the microwave until it's just soft. While that's going on, I'm going to zest my lemon. If you don't have a zester, you can peel it and then cut it into very small pieces. That's good. Into the lemon zest, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of everything seasoning. Here's my butter. I'm going to add that to the lemon zest and the everything seasoning. I forgot to mention that we want to preheat our oven 400. Okay, and here's where things get fun and messy. You're going to need a spoon for this process. You're going to shove it under the skin where you made that pocket and spread it out. Don't be shy with the butter. I'm going right up under the skin, and then I'm pushing it down and spreading it out. Sorry about that, my dog's excited. Now you're going to take that seasoning and rub it all over the outside. This is going to be a super brown, crispy, wonderful chicken. And don't forget the underbelly. You guys, you probably really want to wear gloves for this part because it kind of feels funny with bare fingers. There we go. An added thing you can do is take that lemon that you have zested, cut it in quarters, and then you can lay it around the chicken in whatever pan you're using. Go ahead and use some olive oil on the bottom before you put your chicken in. I am using a pan that's already been heating, so I get a little bit of browning once I get the chicken in there. I'm going to let that brown for a couple of minutes and then I'll take it off the heat, and when the oven's ready we'll put it in the oven. Now, if you have a big enough crew to feed and you want to use the whole chicken, please feel free to do that. Just know that the internal temperature of the chicken must be up to 165 degrees before you serve it. One of the ways you can tell, you can use a thermometer, or my other way is when I grab the leg and I can pull it and it starts to rip apart, that's when I know it's done. Well, we've come up to temp, so we need to put our chicken in. Okay, see you in an hour. I'm going to set the timer for an hour, but that's not when we're going to eat it. That's when I'm going to turn the temperature down, and we'll go for at least another half hour. Just so you know, you can simplify this recipe even more. You don't have to use the lemon. You don't have to use everything seasoning. The thing you have to use is butter. If you're not going to use everything seasoning and lemon, you need salt and pepper. And what I would suggest you do is rub the bird all over with butter and then sprinkle equal amounts of salt and pepper on the outside. We have 16 minutes on the 400 degree, but let's look at that. All right, now we're going to open the oven and look at our chicken and turn it down to 375 and go for another half hour. All right, time to pull that chicken out. Oh, that's ready. We're going to let this cool for about 15 minutes, stop bubbling, so that we can cut it up and eat it. I'm going to check it to see if it's done. Oh yeah, it's fall off the bone. We're ready to eat. So I totally lost the footage of me eating the chicken yesterday. So we're gonna do it again and rewind with leftovers. Yesterday it was terrific. Today I'm sure it's wonderful. Oh my gosh, that is so good. That lemon comes right through. If you don't want to go through the steps of stuffing the seasoning under the skin, that's just fine. You can just butter the top, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and you're good to go. But I'm going to finish this. Well, so there it is. Roasted chicken, something you can easily do in your own kitchen. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Hey, don't forget to comment and ring that bell so you can get notified when I'm coming back in your kitchen.